What's going on, everyone? MikeO back doing another SGC submission reveal. 70 card submission, lightning fast turnaround time from SGC. This batch of cards were not in their possession more than a week. Absolutely unbelievable. I sent it off. They received it, worked on it, got it right out the door. Absolutely amazing. If you're looking for SGC submissions or PSA, check out MikeO and Triple Crown 24's grading submission group. Actually, I think it now be named Triple Crown 24 and MikeO's grading submission group. But check that out. JT handles a ton of submissions, so you can do that, of course. And I'll do some SGC submissions from time to time as well. Great place to just reach out about the hobby. Any questions, comments, check out people's cards. Check all that out. I will have the link to that group in the description. And we're going to get started shortly with this 70 card submission, which flew by really quick, got in, and it's a good mix. It's going to be primarily baseball, but we have stuff from the 1900s, early 1900s, up towards, brand new releases that literally just came out. So it should be fun. And we're going to do this one a little differently. Two members of the community that are part of this bulk submission, this group submission, are about to join me, and we will chat a little bit about how things went. So welcoming Nina S and Big Scott 35. How you guys doing?
Great.
Thanks for having me on. Finally, when I see a reveal and I talk to the screen, somebody will talk back to me. So I appreciate it.
It should be fun. It should be really interesting to see how things go. So we're going to start showing cards off. We got the dual screen action going here. So
I gotta get my notebook paper out to write down all the cards I want to order after I see everybody's reveals.
We're going to start off with a unintended. Well, we'll just look at it. If you guys watch baseball, if you paid attention to the Padres-Phillies games last night or the other night, we're recording this on Sunday, probably air Monday morning. Bryce Harper suffered a fractured thumb at the hands of Blake Snell. Anyway, this card is for Lee. Lee's a great guy, and he is a big-time Padres fan and Padres collector. So he's got this 2021 Topps Chrome update. Blake Snell autograph, gold refractor, serial numbered to, what is numbered to 50 again? Mint 9 on the grade and 10 on the auto. So Lee getting a 9-10 on his Blake Snell. And of course, the cards pop in those SGC holders, color parallels, white bordered cards, the old school stuff, all your vintage pre-war. So the SGC holders can certainly enhance a card.
A quick question. So now that Harper's hurt, is his cards start dropping now? Because that seems to be the case.
I don't know if it's settled in, but out of sight, out of mind, it may be a nice buying opportunity for Harper collectors after some pumpers been pumping his stuff up lately. So we'll see. 2020 Topps Allen and Ginter Chrome Manny Machado.
Beautiful.
He'll be the next type guy because he's a guy who's on that Hall of Fame path who gets literally no hobby love.
Right.
But a 9.5 mint plus on the Manny Machado orange refractor numbered to 25. So 2 cards for Lee.
What years is that?
I think he did pretty well.
Is that 2020 or 2021? I forget.
That is the 2020 version.
I like those. I like the color on those a little bit better.
Yeah, it's a little bolder color. The other ones are just kind of in the background.
The ones like that, too, are a little thicker
as
well. I like that. Sturdier. Especially the color ones. That's the ones I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So.
All right, we got some cards here for the Card Dreamer, Jeremy. Card Dreamer. So this is one when he sent it in, I was kind of like, I didn't really know much about it, but Mark Whitten, for those out there who are baseball fans may remember, he had a 4 home run game. There have only been, less than 15, 12, 13 in big league history.
Okay.
He also spent a little bit of time with the Philadelphia Phillies back in their days of being horrendous in the mid-90s. So I'm familiar with Mark Whitten, but this is an error short print, hand over border. So tough card to find, and he got an SGC 8 on it.
So it's the corrected, the hand under border?
I believe so.
Okay.
So it shouldn't be over the border, but
I love the 80s and 90s era.
There is a print spot. I would say the print spot was probably the biggest issue with that. That would be my assumption. But
yeah, that's the problem with their Ripken update rookie. A lot of print spots on those.
Yeah, and some of them, sometimes they can be in a spot where it doesn't really bother you, and then other times it's like right on the guy's face. I know the Tony Gwynn rookie has that issue where some of them it looks like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It's just brutal.
It's the Christmas holiday special.
Here's one of the good catchers in baseball. One of the really good young catchers for the Dodgers, Will Smith, 2018 Bowman prospect card, 9.5 mint plus. So a nice card there for the card dreamer.
Nice.
And then he's got a few ultra modern rookies. Got Andrew Vaughn for the Chicago White Sox in an SGC 10. You almost have the White Sox colors there on the flip too. Obviously, the black and white kind of matches that White Sox uniform. So really nice.
That was a
card there.
That gallery in 21 was really nice.
Yeah, and it's one of the few years I didn't do any of it.
Me either, because I didn't like the year before, and then they came out with that one.
Here's my buddy.
And we've got a Reds fan and someone wearing a Reds hat watching live. And we got Jonathan India's Topps Update rookie in an SGC 10. So
beautiful.
I mean, this is an example. I mean, that card looks awesome. It's definitely enhanced with the SGC slab there. I think it certainly looks great. Now, there's some cards like 71 Topps with the black border. Not my favorite in the SGC holder. I'd rather have it in PSA or CSG perhaps, but I mean the white border, I mean that really pops. Rookie of the year, Jonathan India. I know he has also battled some injuries this year, which sadly is part of the game.
Right.
Yes.
All right, let's see.
But when he played well.
Of course.
Yeah, he's not having a sophomore slump, that's for sure. Other than injuries.
All right, we're going to do a group of UFC cards really quick, and then we're going to get into Nina's. So, Nina, you're on deck.
Is Aiden in this?
What's that? No, this is for Greg S.
Oh, okay.
Greg S. This is his first submission with
okay.
Maybe
any kind, I believe, a grading.
Maybe
so
a long-lost cousin of mine, Greg S.
And Greg's got 4 cards. They're all UFC. I don't know a lot about the UFC personally. I don't know if either of you pay much attention, but I'm just not knowledgeable on it. But this is Sean Brady from 2022 Panini Prism. And this is a green prism parallel. Looks like it's a rookie. The green prisms are not numbered, so they may be some. I mean, Prism has so many parallels this year that some of the retail ones aren't numbered, some are numbered.
Green is usually a retail like blaster or hanger box or something.
That might be the case. He received an 8.5 on this one, and he sent in 2, and his second one was a little better with the 9.5.
Yeah.
It looked like the other one's a little off center, which Prism is famous for. So
yeah, I don't open a lot of Prism, but I actually have some boxes of the football behind me, and I'm looking forward to hopefully opening a few more. I opened one.
I love the baseball pajamas.
Did you get the that Brooks Robinson? I don't know if you were in the one live sale I was showing off. I think it was Prism. It was a Panini Brooks Robinson. He looked like he was in an orange like prison jumpsuit.
Oh yeah, I actually have that card. Yeah,
it's like what is it? Donruss? I can't remember what.
No, it's is it Optic? It's either
it
Optic
might be
or Prism. It's either or. Yeah. Because I saw you shop. That was the night I was working hard. Yeah, I remember.
Oh yeah, working real hard. It sounded like working hard buying baseball cards. 2021 Panini Chronicles UFC Yuri
XR, nice.
P something. I don't know how to say his last name. It's a 9.5 mint plus. It's a red parallel numbered 2 of 149.
I love Panini Chronicles, man. people make fun of it. Like
it was horrible. The first year or two it came out. It was a terrible product.
That base
and
set.
It was one of those they could have just cut it and they just revamped it. Now it's really cool. I would love the baseball. I would really love the baseball if it had the logos on it.
Right.
But I still like it. I think it's enjoyable. I like the football, and it's pretty affordable too, generally speaking.
Fanatics would be smart to keep that as like, you know, a Topps brand or the other, you know, if they could get Paninis, buy them out, maybe. Where they
it's definitely a possibility. We'll have to see what happens. All right, final card here for Greg. He got himself an SGC 10 Gem Mint on the 2021 Panini Chronicles UFC Yuri P. Rookies and Stars Crusade Blue Prism, serial number to 99, SGC 10 Gem Mint. So, Greg, congrats on your very first Gem Mint card.
Very nice. Way to go, cousin.
Welcome to grading. You're addicted now.
It is fun. It's even like the low end stuff. I went through that phase, especially years ago, where I'd send off crazy amounts of PSA, and it's like you start competing with yourself. Forget about like other people. It's like, oh, how good can I be? How many times can I get and such? But now I've like moved on for that, where you get kind of obviously I like to get good grades in certain cards I want for the collection, but I don't feel the need to grade everything anymore. Right. Granted, jacking prices up from $6, $7 to 20, 30, 40. We'll do that, play a role in that. But now like it's fun just to grade vintage stuff where I'm like, I know this is going to be a 1 or a 2 or 3. Right. I don't care. I want it slabbed. I want it encapsulated. I want it holdered. Yep. I want it to enhance the look and feel of it and, you know, have that identification for the collection and such. Yeah. So there's so many fun aspects of grading.
If you think about it, that got you prepared for this, like sitting in that mini and learning what to look at helped you be more selective now in what you're sending in. If you look at it that way, you
certainly can.
You took a school in it.
You're good at some of my old school videos. Like I had like outrageous gem rates for PSA. It was like 94% and stuff like that. And it wasn't from like, oh, it was just easy grading or rough grade. It was like, there's a whole lot of 10s. Like I'm talking 3, 4, or 5 years ago. There's tons of 10s that I threw back in the box and then someone else got a 10. So, all right, next up. We've got grading submission for Nina S.
Ooh, scary.
So we'll see what Nina gets here. I think you have all.
As long as they're authentic, that's all, you know.
Well,
the good news is every one of Nina's cards were slabbed. There are, I want to say, 4 cards that did not get slabbed in this order, so not too bad. One of them was because of a minimum grade not being met. So not too bad. All right, first card for Nina. This is going to be a 1964 Topps.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
number
I love that card.
423 Topps in the NL. Nice. So this is a great way to add Hall of Famers to your collection without completely breaking the bank. You get a card, and you don't just get Hank Aaron, but you also get Willie Mays, 2 of the all-time greats. It's a 1964 vintage card, and it is an SGC 3. You got a little story to read on the back, so these are great that fantastic
it's not a split card. It's them chatting together. You know, I know it's, you know, they were probably told to do that for the picture, but still, it's not 2 boxes separate. It's them.
Right.
I like that. I like.
Yeah, it's definitely cool.
Yeah.
So, did you have any expectations for this card, Nina, coming in, or was it more just I want to get it holdered. I want it like this in the collection.
Mostly, yes. I just wanted. I knew it was centered well, but I really just wanted holdered. I'm actually very happy it's a 3. So with a white card like that, who knows?
All right. Next up, let's see what we got here. Oh, we got a Cleveland card coming up. We got the brand new color TV action.
Nice. I love those.
1955 Bowman. Bobby. Who's that? Bobby Avila.
Yes.
In an SGC 3. Yeah. And this is a set that like people like ripped on for years, and suddenly it's become very popular. And I always thought they were pretty cool. I remember being a kid being like, oh, those are cool looking TV cards. Yeah. And of course now kids are like, what's a TV that looks like that?
Right.
I'm
It's
never
the
quite
top.
sure about that top border. I
Right.
need to study that more. Was it intentionally off center, or I don't know.
I just think they're badly cut because you'll find them where they're all the way up to the dark brown.
Yeah.
That's what I was.
Yeah, I mean the front's pretty good. I mean, obviously you have some staining on the back of this
Right.
one, but that's going to be pretty common.
I think most of these cards, I don't have my records right in front of me, but a lot of these cards I'll give them a shout out. There's a store close to where Reindeer Studio Scott lives called Triple Play Vintage. There's Triple Play in Columbus, Ohio, which I love those guys too, but Triple Play Vintage up around the Cleveland area. So if you ever need an awesome vintage store, they always have great sales and their cards are beautiful and they're, sorted correctly. So
That's a plus right there instead of it just being scattered and it's like, well, who
Right.
knows if I'm going to find what I'm looking for.
Right.
All right,
So-
this card is it's a lower grade, but it's gonna be like the best looking 1.5 you've ever seen.
Wow, I just love the
1952 Bowman, George Strickland. Looks like a Pittsburgh Pirate there. 1.5 fair. The color's amazing on this. The centering is pretty good. The corners are sharp. Just looking at it quickly, there is serious issues with the back in terms of the surface. It looks to me, I don't know if it's going to pop up on screen really that well, but there was writing on it, so there's indentations. It looks like someone erased it at some point, but I mean the card is super clean. So
wow,
talk about eye appeal. The eye appeal of that card is 10 quality. It looks amazing.
I like their descriptions back in that era too. Turn that back over for a second. They call him a snappy infielder.
Yeah, good pickup on that. That's great.
That one's for you, Don. Don always says I'm a secret Pirates fan, so
I'm gonna start using snappy more in my vocabulary. That's a nice verb.
All right, we
Or
got
I guess
another.
that was more of a adjective.
Yes.
Describe it.
We've got another 1955 Bowman. This one is just authentic, but still
It's all right.
encapsulated. It's holdered, protected,
Right.
some added eye appeal. Steve Gromick.
That's the lights that the natural hit in the back, right?
Might be.
Yes.
It's Detroit.
Gromick he's really tight with Larry Doby. That's one of the reasons I wanted to have that card. So
it's a beautiful card. I wonder what gave it just authentic.
yeah, I will have to leave that to Mike's expert eyes.
I would have thought it'd be a hole or something in it, but
I mean,
could be size.
You can't really. Yeah. Well, are they in there?
Because they'll authenticate a trimmed. And
yeah, I would say it's probably a little trimmed.
Mhm.
Just looking through, trying to do it on camera without,
Right.
right.
That's all right.
Yeah, it's a little shorter side to side, but it's still an awesome card, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Is our audio still good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
How
All right.
about you?
This one was definitely going to only be authentic, but thankfully it was holdered. It's a 1909 11 Polar Bear T206 Nap Rucker throwing. So cool back there. Obviously, taking a beating over the years a little bit. The card itself, well loved,
Yeah.
but looks
Well,
awesome in the holder.
That's what I love about those cards. Oh my God, whose pocket was that carried in?
That's right. I was gonna say that was somebody's definitely wallet card at some point.
And a polar bear back. That made me happy. So
Yeah.
All right, we got, I believe, 2 more for Nina coming up. All right. I'm a big fan of 50 and 51 Bowman. And here's a nice grade. 1950 Bowman Lou Brissy. Who's he? He's with the Athletics, right?
Yes.
A 5. So 1950 Bowman in a 5. Can't ask for a whole lot more than that grade matching up with the decade.
Yes, it's beautiful. 5. I'm really shocked. That's great.
It's beautiful. It's got all 4 sides and geesh, really nice.
I'm just a sucker for Bowman. I don't know what else to say.
Leland. The Philadelphia Athletics. As Ray from Philly says when he gets frustrated with the Phillies play, the wrong team left. All right, final card, dual Hall of Fame card. It's a 1968 Topps. Frank Robinson, Brooks Robinson, Bird Belters, 5.5 EX plus. So not too bad there.
That's great. I love that card.
Great image. 2 all-time greats.
Yes. Nice. Very happy. Thank you. Well,
Yeah.
not that you did anything, but you did send them in.
Yeah.
Thanks for filling the paperwork out.
Yes.
I'm glad I could be of some help.
Nice additions, Nina. Very nice.
Thanks, Scott.
All right, let's do we're gonna go through Michael S's next. He is on YouTube, Jericho94 IMI, I believe. He is Hank Greenberg collector, pre-war collector, and he has amazing stuff. So he sent a few things in. Ooh, we've got a 1922 Nielsen's Chocolate, Sammy Bone Type 2 in a VG3, SG3 on the Sammy.
What year is that? 22?
1922.
Wow.
There's not a lot of stuff in the 20s, really.
Right.
So, really cool card there.
Very nice.
For Michael. He's got a 1927 Z-Nut PCL Weinert in a 1. So, I believe that was there were 2 or 3 of these that he crossed over from PSA because he's a pre-war collector, and most pre-war collectors are SGC guys. It's just the way it's preferred sometimes. So he got this one in a 1. Great looking card.
Now, Z-Nut, what was that, a candy bar? What was that?
I don't know, but it's got writing all over the back of it.
Oh.
I think it's, well,
It's
I don't
pretty
want
cool.
to say.
Where's Blue Jack?
I believe they're a candy.
I don't-
But I know their cards are usually all minor league cards.
Mm.
So he did send in one modern card. Corey Murphy, 08-09 Upper Deck Champs mini signatures. Received a 9 on the card, 10 on the auto. You know anything about this player, Scott? Because I sure don't.
No. His mom was Mrs. Murphy. I don't.
Maybe not.
Maybe I hate the label, but maybe I don't know.
All right, we got a Barney Pelty. So this one was sent in last time and not holdered. So we resent it, and this time they did authenticate it, grade it, and holder it. It's a 1912 T207 Barney Pelty.
Authenticated. Great.
1.5. Yes, a 1.5 fair. So
that's when you need notes for why they didn't grade it the first time and why they graded it this time. They all do it. I can't put it on SGC. So
yeah, I think sometimes it probably depends on who's got that order and how much pressure they feel like they are to get through stuff, and maybe it's inexperience. I can't find what this card is, and they just pass it. Right. But when they don't grade it, they don't do anything like that. There's no charge, so it's kind of
right.
It stinks because you want to get it holdered up, get it graded, but at least you're not being charged. Now, if you do a minimum or something like that, it won't. And I have things set up for me. I have it set up in my account. You can set it up to always encapsulate. A lot of people, if it comes back altered or something, like they'll just send it back in the semi-rigid with a label on it, but you get charged that way. They did the service
right.
They graded. So if I'm paying for it, why not get it holdered up?
Right.
Because I often send cards that I just want it. It's a pre-war card and someone took a bite out of it at some point. I just want it holdered up if possible.
Right.
All right, this is a crossover. I think it might have been a PSA 4. I can't remember offhand. But it's a 1939 play ball, Hank Greenberg. So
Nice.
that's a pretty fantastic Hall of Fame card there in an SGC 4. Looks great. Definitely a pretty pricey card. I'm sure if you wanted to run out and buy one right now, it would cost you
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Was
quite a bit.
Charge? I can't remember what our top limit is for this.
So SGC is pretty good with not upcharging.
Yeah, I don't really heard
I
them.
think the technical amount is up to $14.99.
Oh, okay.
So you can get away with a lot of stuff.
Right.
If you want to send a 52 mantle, they're probably going to charge you a little more. But if you're
Right.
sending something that's 500 or 1,000 over, they most likely won't.
Did you
Right.
say Michael is a big Greenberg collector?
Yeah, he's a huge Greenberg collector. He's a Cincinnati Reds fan
congrats on that
collector,
one.
Tigers,
Cool.
and just a lot of pre-war stuff.
Very nice.
So here's another one you don't see every day, 1901. Ogden Cigarettes, Jim Mace, General Interest, Authentic. So cool card there.
That's cool.
He's either a boxer or holding a invisible rope. I can't tell which.
It's definitely a boxer.
It is definitely a cool card.
1870.
Wow.
I think he was a champion.
Wow.
I love that. That's
Got a 1910 Old Mill Cigarettes. McMahon, Series 1, T210.
now I've never seen one.
In a
but
one.
yeah.
Me neither.
I have one in my collection that I got a long time ago, and sadly, I think I sent it into PSA,
Oh.
which I mean might help its value a slight bit, but
I got some stuff that cuts plastic pretty well where you can send it in.
I've snapped some stuff in the past. I don't like doing it too much though. All right, we've got a 1927 W560 Andy Cohen hand cut in A1.
Okay, there's the picture in the middle. Okay.
Yeah.
Never
Little bit
seen one like
These
that.
SGC slabs do have a lot of glare to them.
Right. Is
I've
it
seen playing cards, but not like that. That's pretty neat.
hand cut? A hand cut playing card.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
So that's Michael's, other than two that did not get holdered. He has this Sweeney. They did not holder this one. Super beat up, obviously. So no holder on that one. And then minimum was not met for this 1906 Sporting Life St. Louis Browns team composite postcard. It was a PSA 5. I can't remember what the minimum was set at, but they did not cross it over. So they won't break it out and look at it. I mean, if they broke it out, obviously it's too late to put it back. So if there's any doubt in their mind that it's not going to make the minimum, they won't break it out.
What does this mean? I'm unsure of this. Minimum not met.
So this is already holdered by PSA.
Right.
He sent it in. He wanted to cross it over, but he
Right.
didn't want it to grade less than whatever, a 4.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay.
You could do the same thing with like,
Any card.
you could have done it with your Frank Robinson. You could have said, if this isn't a 7, then
Okay.
don't encapsulate it, but they still would have charged you. So
Right. Might as well get it.
yeah.
Okay.
All right. We have
To crossover costs just as much as it does
Yeah,
the
it's the
grade,
same-
right?
same cost, yep.
Yeah.
For
all right.
SGC,
We've got
was there?
What's
we've
that?
got
SGC's like, I think PSA charges you like your firstborn or something.
Okay.
they all used to. Well, crossovers were always the same because they're still grading it.
Right.
It's actually probably a little more work for them because they have to carefully break it out. But reholders used to be cheaper, but not anymore.
Yeah.
Reholders, same price. So,
Right.
all right, we got TTM Mike and we've got Jeremy. So we got theirs, and then we have myself and we have Scott. We'll make Scott sweat a few more minutes so we get his
That's
thoughts. All right, Jeremy sends in some interesting stuff. Sent in some Tracy Hackler cards here.
This is the one I'm always waiting on is Jeremy's every
We got
time.
a 2013 Panini National Tracy Hackler staff material auto, 8.5 on the card, 10 on the auto. Almost looks like a piece of Pepino Man signed underwear.
Yeah.
All right, second one also graded and slabbed this time. Another Tracy Hackler. This one received a 9. That's from 2012 Panini The National staff material autograph. So some Tracy Hackler action there. As always, we had a few that were not slabbed for Jeremy. His Ken Golden auto promo card was not slabbed once again. Whatever this weird Vladimir Putin card is was also not slabbed. And then second time that this is like a piece from a game. Baffles the game. Stephen King card was also not graded or encapsulated. Has 4 more cards. Received a dual 10 on the Robert O'Neill from 2021 Leaf Metal Pop Century. Blue autograph numbered to 15. I don't personally know a lot about him, but I'm assuming he's an up-and-coming driver of some sort. We've got Joe Exotic, which people love this dude. I know nothing about this guy. Like I would hear people talking about what's it called, Tiger King or something. I don't know what that. I assume.
Yeah, I've never seen a show.
But is it like a real? Was it a documentary? Was it fictional? I don't even know what it is. But
it was like
he's pretty
a
popular.
documentary, but reality. Yeah, I mean, it was during the early part of COVID. Everybody got hooked on it. They try. I don't know.
Except for Mike and I.
I didn't watch it. I killed enough brain cells in the 90s. So.
Well, he received a 9.5 mint plus on the card, 10 on the auto for the 2021 Leaf Pro set, Joe Exotic. So big enough for Leaf to invest their time in producing cards. So
yeah,
nice overall grade on that one. And then the final 2 are a 2018 Upper Deck Avengers Infinity War Iron Man Precious Metal Gems Purple, 9.5 mint plus. People are into the PMGs, super popular. And 9.5, I would say, is probably pretty solid. A lot of foil on this card. I'd imagine not the easiest card to gem right out of the pack. And final card for Jeremy is a 1993 Eclipse AIDS Awareness Diana, Princess of Wales, mint 9.
oh.
So mint 9 on the Princess Diana. Possibly, he always finds like the most random of technical rookie cards. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it might be her rookie card. So another interesting order there for Jeremy, and I'd say overall did pretty solid on that one.
Yeah.
All right, we got Mike M. He is TTM Mike on YouTube. He's got 5 cards here. We've got a 2022 Topps 87 Chrome Mojo Refractor from the Silver Packs Ichiro Future Hall of Famer in a mint 9. These cards have awesome shine. Ichiro obviously had a brilliant career, and he's one of those guys who obviously has a lot of hobby love. You have everyone who loves him from out in Seattle, everyone who loves him from later in his career, the general fans who appreciate it, how well he played. And then you've got a whole nother country that's usually not super invested in the hobby that has interest in him. So Ichiro stuff, I would think, would just continue to rise as he draws closer to that Hall of Fame status. We all know he will be a Hall of Famer, but still.
Will he be the only one to ever be in both Hall of Fames, Japanese and...
I'm not sure. I would think that's a possibility, but I don't know the actual answer. Prestige Collectibles would be the one to ask about that.
No doubt.
Can't wait to see his stuff at the upcoming National. He always has interesting stuff from overseas.
Yep.
1981 Topps Bears Team Leaders 1.5 fair. So obviously must be something going on that I'm not seeing from looking over a camera. But you got Walter Payton obviously on that. The
Nice.
kind of the highlight of that card.
Mm-hmm.
These cards are really hard to just get numerical grades on because they're so often beat up or torn. But it's a 2020 SI for kids, Christian Pulisic, and a 7. Near mint 7. I actually had a Kobe Bryant rookie card from Sports Illustrated for kids in a 9. I got a PSA 9 on it. Had it in my closet for years. Not really a basketball collector. And then I just sold it because I was kind of like, I don't really need it. I got a couple $100 for it. And, so I did well on it, coming out of like a $2 magazine from when you're a kid. But then like during the entire bump of the market and all that, and I'm pretty sure it's the same one because the Pop Solo, I saw someone sell it for like $1,500 or something. Like, damn, I should have held on that for another year or two. Could have turned that into a really sweet vintage card for the collection. But a 7 on that. We've got Giannis in a really shiny card, a great looking card there from 2021-2022 Donruss. It's a hollow orange laser Giannis with his whole last name in a mint 9.
And they're doing the Disney show on him right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be pretty. I'm not a basketball guy, but his story seems might be very good watch. And you might see a bump in his cards because everything else gets a TV show, bumps the cards. So.
Right. Cool.
All right, thanks. Scott, you'll know a lot about this guy. You can tell everyone what the hopes are for him. But it's a 2021 Bowman Chrome Draft Francisco Alvarez refractor, 8.5. A lot of shine.
Yeah, they're going to call him up before the end of the season. He's like one of the top catching prospects in the country in the MLB. He
didn't he hit like 7 home runs in a week or something earlier this year? He have some kind of crazy hot.
Yeah,
streak.
so like every time he gets a chance, if you get a chance to watch the minor league all-star game the day before the MLB, he'll be catching on however they break it up. So he was the MVP last year of it, if I'm not mistaken. He hit a home run, had like several RBIs. Hit a couple home runs on the major league team in the preseason, and they're really high on him. But they got a good catcher now, so they want him to get his at bats in the minors, and he's still young. But he's going to probably be an end of the year call up when they put 4 more people on the roster.
So the other question then. Will his rookie card be in Series 1 of 2023, Series 2 of 2023, or Topps Update?
It'd be update of 24 probably. So don't let's not get started on that. You need to wait. That was most of our 3 hours after our last broadcast.
All right. So we got a group of cards that are mine.
Ooh,
which
nice.
Most are for the collection, some are for sale, and then we got Big Scott 35. So Scott's got a mixed bag here. He's not gonna like this, but I keep laughing, so I'm afraid you now feel like this is gonna be a good grade. But
I don't know what it's gonna be.
All right, it's
a PC, so
we got an SGC 7 on the Wander Franco prospect rookie, third Bowman's best, whatever. Controversial card, good looking card. These refractors look stunning. They look way better in person even than on camera. Great looking shine. And this one unfortunately received a 7. It is encapsulated. It's holdered. It was broadcast on the MikeO channel. So there's multiple reasons for Scott to have this in his collection. But it looks really cool. Like you hold it like that. Look at that.
It's a controversial card that might, be historical someday. Who knows?
There you go.
It might, and he's back. He's back off the DL, so We'll see how he performs. I did notice off the. I was trying to look at it when I saw the grade, and it's certainly off center, left to right.
Right. Yeah,
the right side's a little bigger. And then I was looking again. Probably gonna be tough on camera, but it's not something you're going to see unless you're really, really looking for it. But there is an indentation on the card there. I don't know if you can see it in that shine there.
Yeah, I can see it.
So you have that.
The fingernail.
So if you're holding it like that, looks great. If you're sitting there, going like this, you might see it. And that's why grading's kind of silly in a way, right? I mean, all three of us do it. I've done tons of it. But when people are like grading's silly, it's like, I can't really disagree with you yet. I'm going to continue to do it because it's fun to do and it looks good.
I've said since the beginning, I feel like it's the joke that it's an inside joke that we're all in on.
Right.
So, you don't understand it if you're on the outside, but you do it, then you're like, oh, okay. But that'll go right with my bat down Acuna that I got. That's a 6. So
you got a 6 on the back. For what? What was that? Was that PSA or SGC?
I believe it's SGC. So,
all right, we got Scott's on his Jarren Duran kick lately. I've noticed. 2022 Topps Heritage Jarren Duran.
I just like that card.
The chrome. It's the blue sparkle refractor. So these are tough. I mean, the chromes are tough to get out of Topps Heritage, and it's 8.5.
It's beautiful though.
Guess what are the blue sparkles out of? Are they just retail or are they anything?
It's a retail. I think it's an extra pack in the mega box, maybe. That's the extra. I can't remember.
Either way, I'm sure you don't get more than a couple cards, so it'd probably take you $20-$30 to get this card. So this is the type of card, again, I'm assuming Scott's doing this for his collection, but if Jarren Duran comes up and plays on a roll and gets himself in that big hobby following, the grade is going to matter what it matters. If the card rises in value, obviously a 10 will rise much more, but even just having it holdered up for rare cards and releases like that people don't think about, like some of those retail things. You look at, Juan Soto's kind of tough to bring up right now because of his struggles, but like his pink refractor, it's not a numbered card. And that card is pushed as much as like $2,000 graded in the high grade. And, raw copies, $500, $600, $700. And they were widely available once upon a time. You could find those value packs anywhere. All right, we got another Wander Franco, Gypsy Queen in a mint 9. So mint 9 on the Gypsy Queen. At least just for me, for the 2022 products, the paper products, I've actually had a tough time finding as many gem-worthy cards. And I've sent in a few like Wander Francos and different cards where you get more 9s and 9.5s than you would like for an ultra-modern brand new release. But I think part of it is just them rushing these products out, using the cheaper paper and, rushing them out and having a little more centering issues or the most minute of issues.
Let's look at that Gypsy Queen in that black tux for a minute. That's a very nice card. I like it. I like this year's Gypsy Queen. I know you had a problem with the name on the bottom.
I wouldn't say the name on the bottom is ideal. It's a little harder to read right now on the smaller screen. Yeah. But overall, I always like Gypsy Queen. I like the colors on the cards. I like the artistic take on it. So, if I was to criticize, if I was going to be real critical about it, I would want a cleaner nameplate there. And I'd prefer to have the logo than just the TB, but either way, not a big deal. Mm-hmm. The cards look great. The autographs always look amazing. If you can pick up Hall of Famers in this set at a good price,
the high
totally
number.
Worth doing.
Yeah, short prints.
All right, Big Scott going vintage here. And this one features 3 Hall of Famers.
Oh, it's my Roberto.
And it is here, click it here. It is holdered, so at the very least it's authentic. 1967 RBI leaders for the National League, Orlando Cepeda, who I once saw in an elevator over in New York in one of the card shows. Bob Clemente, aka Roberto Clemente, and Hank Aaron.
Wow.
And nice. Scott got a 3.5 on that.
Yay!
So
$10. I bought my card. $10.
Really?
Yes, $10 at the Hickory show here.
My.
And you can't go wrong with that. You have
way.
Clemente, Hank Aaron, and Cepeda. And Cepeda's a Hall of Famer. He's not quite the same level as Clemente and Aaron for sure. There's no doubt about that. But I love cards like this, these old school RBI leaders, like just to take a look and be like, these are all the guys who led the league in RBIs. And look how few guys had over 100.
Crazy.
So super cool. Sweet card. Looks great. Tucked up.
Looks nice.
So
Happy
that
to
will be
have
going. That will be officially part of the Big Scott 35 personal collection.
Well, that's my
Might be on display in the background at some point. Will be featured in an upcoming SGC reveal video.
It will.
Oh.
All right, this guy has struggled a lot. I don't know how he's performing in the minors right now, but I know Scott is a collector of his, and he still has tons of potential. Could be really, really good. We'll see.
Kelly.
But dual 10 on the Jared Kelenic 2021 Topps Gallery autographed rookie card. So
Nice.
Quick story. Driving from Iowa to North Carolina, moving here, stopped in a Walmart, had to get some socks. I ran out of socks in my bag. At a Walmart in West Virginia, picked up a box of last year's gallery, and that's what I got out of it.
Wow.
I was like, ooh, this move is meant to be. So,
go in for socks, come out with a Jared Kelenic rookie autograph card.
Right.
Works out well.
Oh, that's funny.
I mean, I know he's not doing well, but he was a Met that I don't play for the Mets. The Mets traded, so I've been hate collecting him for a while.
I mean, he still has ability, and I mean,
he's still young too.
The team's loaded with talent, so
yeah,
hopefully one of these times kind of gets things straightened out. It's not like he hasn't hit during the course of his professional career. And
he's good on defense. So plus,
I could use him in Philadelphia. They can't field the ball out in the outfield at all. So nice, Kelenic there. All right, we got Mike Trout, who nobody likes anymore other than Big Scott 35.
Oh, gosh.
A little bit of an inside joke there,
Okay.
but Mike Trout, pink refractor, 9.5 mint plus. 2017 Topps Chrome, pink refractors, retail. I think they were hanger packs only. Obviously, a first ballot future Hall of Famer. Still among the best players in baseball. Having another fantastic year. I'd say you're probably a little happy with that one, Scott.
I got to go with, I think I have the blue one and the refractor. So.
Oh, cool.
And, of course, the base. All of them graded. So
I like that 2017 year.
I loved that. That was like their first year, like doing that color blast or whatever. I really liked that. And then they got away from it after 18.
Yeah.
All right, we got some 2022 action coming up again here. 2022 Topps Wander Franco, 9.5 mint plus on the Rookie Cup rookie card / not rookie card according to some. A lot of current controversy with that. It's like you're going to see these cards forever and automatically think about that. But I'd say that generally speaking, the general audience out there just sees his 2022 products as rookie cards.
Yeah.
There's some purists out there that disagree, but
I'm a
nice looking card.
I think the first rookie card in the flagship is the rookie card. So first main, not the short prints or whatever. We could talk about that later, but yeah, that's
and given the choice, that's what I like picking up. I like having like the flagship rookie, and then you pick up other rookies as well. Like I like Finest and Chromes and all that stuff as well.
I love it. And the best one to me, those other products are not rookie cards anyway. I mean, what was it? Soto's first rookie card was Heritage, but I don't consider that as rookie card, but others do. And I could be beaten down and yelled at in the comments below. So.
We'll see. Comment below and try not to attack Big Scott 35 so much. All right, here's the 2022 Topps Jarren Duran rookie, 9.5 mint plus.
Boston.
So these 2022 Topps can be tough.
That's beauty, though. I like that card.
It's definitely a great image.
Sometimes the rookies late in my collection with, now I have that. I probably won't do another Jarren Duran.
Right.
We'll see.
I'll send them all to Mr. Fisher Bike.
All right. Let's see what else we got here. We got 4 more cards for Scott. All right. We'll get the worst one out of the way. This was a recent purchase from me. It definitely didn't do great. It looks awesome in the holder.
I just wanted in the holder.
Received a 5,
nice.
but you get the bigger holder, no extra charge. And I forget if I did the same thing yet or not. I can't remember. I know I was digging out. They made a few Phillies in this set that I wanted in the collection, and it's cool getting them holdered up.
What year is that? I can't see.
It's 1984
Nice.
Donruss champions Johnny Bench.
Nice. Good.
And obviously, and the big cards are hard to grade.
Yes.
Specific. I mean, the new ones can be tough too because a lot of them they get thrown as box toppers and such. But like the ones from 84, like they didn't have big top loaders or semi-rigids back then. So unless you kept it in a book or something, they were more likely to get little issues on the edges and corners. But for a collector of a team, I mean, or a specific player like Johnny Bench, I mean, that's a cool card.
Yeah, I don't know how these were shipped, but like the big like early 80 tops literally just came in a box and they were just stacked in a box, moving around. I have a couple of the Gary Carters graded and they're about the same. These the early 80s stuff, bigger, are pretty tough.
I mean, I knew you weren't too worried about the numerical grade, but you know, there'll be
Just
someone out there going, "You got a 5, you suck at grading." I mean,
I just think
it's in the future.
Well, you know, that one is for me. I like the bigger cards as displays, and it's just easier to like have it somewhere where it's not going to get damaged.
I will say the viewers of the SGC reveals are usually a little more kind. Back in the day, some of those PSA reveals, I got hammered. Why are you sending in these Phillies cards? That card's worthless. I'm like,
well, every time I hear
I
somebody go, "You shouldn't send in cards that are not worthy of being sent in," and I'm like, "Well, I'm that guy, so I think you're worthy of being sent in, but I don't know what is worthy to be sent in." So
I'm not speaking for Big Scott 35, but something tells me this card is for his inner flipper, the flipper in Big Scott, because he sent one of these in before, and I'm pretty sure he said he was going to sell it, and he sent in another one, and once again, he did receive an SGC Gem 10, 2022 Top Stars of MLB, which are retail exclusives, Wander Franco Gem 10.
That was the 9.5.
So
the other one you showed, a Franco, that's going to.
So that one may be potentially available in the Triple Crown 24 sports card store. Again, I can't see the future. I'm just making an educated guess. So, but congrats on the 10 there, Scott. And these are nice looking cards, you know?
Yeah, those seem to grade pretty well too, out of package. So anybody's looking.
All right, two more cards for Scott. They're both Star Wars cards. At least I've heard of these guys a little more than the Pokemon cards for his collection that he blames on some random guy in Iowa. But we've got a 2021 Topps Chrome Imperial Snow Troopers. I'm trying to read this sideways. Star Wars Galaxy Atomic Refractor numbered to 150 in a 9.5.
Nice.
See, I'm always a fan of the cracked ice look.
Yeah, I bought that from Nat's man at the Hickory show. He brought those, and I bought those from him. Yeah, that.
Why did you just wait for him to doze off and take them?
No, that's Empire Strikes Back at the beginning. If you watch that movie, you'll see these stormtroopers in that one. They're the snowtroopers.
All right, one last card for Scott. This is a 2021 Topps Chrome, also an Atomic Refractor from Star Wars Galaxy, the Empire on Hoth.
Yeah, again from Empire. Yeah,
received an SGC 10 Gem Mint.
Wow.
So you got a little Gem Mint action.
Good job.
So everybody got the Sapphire. As soon as y'all get it, start opening because I'm looking to buy some singles.
How many cards do you get in a box? Did you ever see what the breakdown is?
Because
sure baseball are usually 6 packs, 4 cards a pack, only 24 cards. And I was just wondering.
Well, Bowman this time was 8 cards with 4 cards per pack.
So 32. Either way, I'm not looking at a lot of cards per box.
Yeah.
I don't know how big the set is. I have no clue.
Right. And they didn't say, somebody just said it looks like the 77
but done in sapphire. And I think that's just 100 cards done 3 separate times. I can't remember right off the top of my head.
All right, we're almost done with this reveal. We got to show off my cards. We'll see what I got here, and then we'll wrap it up. But appreciate everyone who's watched.
If you got all 10,
55 minutes.
Call favoritism.
It will not be all 10s, but we'll see. All right, one football. This is from just a random pack I opened. 2021 Panini Mosaic, Justin Fields, SGC 10.
Good.
So nice card there for Justin Fields, talented quarterback.
That looks
for the
nice on
Chicago
the
Bears.
text.
Here's a cool one here. I have last year's version. This is my first 2021 Ginter Mini of Jackie Robinson in an SGC 10. They added a little shine to the minis this year.
Yeah.
The minis in this product are not highly produced. So if you got PC players, I would pick them up. You know, you can get them at pretty good prices compared to breaking them, you know, breaking a case and not pulling a single one.
Okay.
So happy with that. This
Minis
Did-
look great.
didn't do great on these. Bobby Witt 2022 Topps Living Set. Got some 9s coming up. I honestly thought these were super clean. I was like amazed. Like I thought they looked really well centered, sharp corners. I don't know. I mean, they're not perfectly centered, but I don't know what I missed on them, but got some 9s. Maybe there's a surface issue, but 1-9. And by the way, I love the look of this card. I mean, the living sets are always good looking, but there's just something about the color on this, the blue hat, the red, the Kansas City logo.
Did you pick
I
that
think they
one
look
up?
spectacular. I did not. I have not bought any of those for a couple years, and I meant to pick up like him and Julio Rodriguez, and I just didn't. I saw they made Cruz. I bought them a couple years ago. I remember I got obviously the Harper they released and a couple others, but
Right.
I did receive 3 9s on the Bobby Witt Juniors. I think there's like 1 or 2 graded copies on eBay. So those will be available in the MikeO's Card Shop eBay store, possibly as soon as this video airs. 9.5.
What are you thinking
Mid
is the
plus.
reason why these are 9.5 so much?
I honestly I didn't examine them that well. They're not perfectly centered, but they're probably centered enough within you would think the but
So
like
you
the
think
corners are
PSA
sharp.
would be 10s? I mean,
I
I'm
think-
not trying to down one, and the PSA is different, and they're centering everybody. Calm down.
Oh, PSA is very, very lenient on the centering. I've seen
Right.
some Gem Mint 10s that I'm like, come on.
Right.
When it pushes 60-40 or more, like, come on. Specifically on the front. If you want to be a little more lenient on the back, so be it.
Right.
I think they'd probably be PSA 10s, but it would also cost, 30, 35 right now, and 90-day turnaround time from when the backlog's done. Like, when are they coming back?
Right.
But for my collection, I want one of these in this holder. Like, it looks great. And I'll keep one of the 9.5s is being kept for the collection. I got, I think 3 9s and 3 9.5s on the Bobby Witt. Like I said, clean cards. A lot of times, these are very, very susceptible to damage. They're thin cards. Here's actually a Julio Rodriguez raw one here that I mean, this card's got like a big mark there. It's like missing printing on it.
Right.
And usually there's centering issues and chipping. It's very common for them to have chipping around the red here or the red down here. But 9.5. Regardless, I did expect to struggle. I thought there was an outside chance of a 10, but I was thinking more like a 9.5, even a 9 on the Julio Rodriguez that I sent in.
Nice.
That one I got a 10. So grading sometimes can be a mystery. There's no doubt about that.
That's nice.
But
That's a
cool looking
sweet
card.
looking card. Yes.
And a guy who's obviously performed
Right.
to great ability.
Yep.
But right before I sent this in, I just rifled through these things, came in the mail, and I went through them real quick. So, all right, got some Phillies action. What would a reveal be without some Phillies? We got Alec Boehm, finest flashbacks. So I went crazy on the 2020 finest flashbacks. There's still some I need for the set. They just do not come up very often. And so I haven't done a great job of trying to make the full set minus the superfractors of the different parallels from the 2020 version, but I did pick up a few. Here's an Alec Bohm Prism Refractor. That was a new edition, serial number to 35. Received a Gem Mint 10 on that.
That's good.
Now, was Prisms like a case hit for that, or?
Well, this was all available through Tops.com, so I'm sure they're pretty tough. I think you usually get one refractor, one gold refractor, and then maybe you're getting another color. And what people don't realize about the finest flashbacks is the refractors or the print run's only 50, so them in the gold are the same print run, but one's numbered, one isn't. So you'll see on eBay someone put like a gold one for like $300 and the regular refractor for like $4. I'm like, buy it now for $4.
Right. Yep.
So this is an example where I like the SGC holder. I like the SGC, but I think this card would probably look better in CSG with the clear plastic or even PSA, just because the black just starts to blend in. Obviously, you look at it from certain angles, you can see it, but otherwise it kind of looks like it's blending in there. Either way, I'm going to keep it uniform. I have all my finest flashbacks outside of a random Harper that I bought on eBay in the SGC holders. Received a 10 on the black. That's serial numbered to 25 of JT Real Muto, who's starting to pick it up a little bit, hit home runs the last couple days. And then we've got Reese Hoskins, Prism Refractor, SGC 10, again, numbered to 35. So happy about getting those back. Did send in a few Ginter Chromes, Alec Bohm Gold Refractor, numbered to 50 and a 10. This was actually purchased raw on eBay from Card Collector 2. I had no idea it was him until like I was going through catching up on feedback. I was like, oh, I bought that from Card Collector 2.
Cool.
So got a Gem Mint 10 on that one for the Phillies collection.
I've been to his shop.
I have not, but
did you go there on your way through?
Yeah, I made sure I kind of came up there and close enough where it really didn't add or subtract any time. So
I should have known. I could have met you up there. He's about an hour and a half from me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Nice shop.
It's a nice shop. Look at that beauty, Campanella.
Roy Campanella, 2021 Topps Allen & Ginter Chrome, red refractor, serial number 2 of 5.
5, yeah.
SGC 10 Gem Mint. So can't go wrong with an all-time great.
Do you have that in blue also?
I do not.
Yeah,
I just have the red one, but
yeah,
might still have some of these that I should open. Well, I shouldn't open, but I kind of want to open. It's pretty expensive.
I remember that.
I actually have some of last year's too. So, all right, this card's just amazing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, mesmerizing. Look at those waves. 2021 Topps Stadium Club Chrome 91 design. So it's a retro design. Bryce Harper wave refractor. Pretty tough to hit.
Too bad that card fell.
It is in the clearance racks now, but an SGC 10 Gem Mint.
Oh.
But love the look of those cards.
I would just, when I go into boards and everything this week and watch like everybody talking about the panic of Harper cards falling, I just giggle at all that.
It is crazy.
I love being a collector at that point.
I thought this one was clean. This did a little better even than I thought it would, but it's a 1961 Topps Bill Mazeroski in an SGC 6.5.
Nice.
So whenever you can get, match up the decade and grade, you're doing pretty well. Then you get that little bonus 0.5.
Yeah.
I love stadiums. So I love those older stadium, like Bill Mazeroski, yes, but the background is just
great.
Yeah, the background of some of those vintage cards is spectacular.
It's not brick walls and whatever.
It's not Pepsi signs or Coca-Cola or, whatever, some insurance company that you don't remember the name. Like,
right.
That's my favorite when they rename stadiums. I'm like, stop.
Or
I'm not going to go buy your product because
some
it's
bell that lights up in the background. Who wants to see that stuff?
All right, so Bill Mazeroski, one last card.
It took me a minute to get that one.
Final card.
Oh.
There you go. You got Corky Valentine,
Nice.
but it was mostly grabbed for the Al Kaline.
Oh,
It's the
nice.
1955 Topps double headers.
Wow.
Number
Never
45,
seen
46, Al Kaline with Valentine in a 3, a VG3.
When did
So
you pick that up?
I bought this at a auction. I bought this at an LCS auction, raw.
That is beautiful.
So received a 3, happy with that. These were made to you bend them and flip them over and
Mhm.
Right.
matches, the legs match up enough
Yeah.
so you get 2 and 1.
Nice.
So super happy about that. Definitely thrilled with 3. And that is the SGC reveal.
Yay.
Yay!
So what'd you think? Hour and 5 minutes later.
I was entertained.
Yes, I love it.
I thought it was different. It was figured, you know what? I do SGC reveals all the time. And hey, if I wanted to, I could send an order out next week, have it back in 2 weeks because they've been that reliable. And, so I figured, why not have a few people in the submission, get kind of their thoughts, comments, talk about the cards a little bit. And, hopefully the viewers out there enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys had fun participating in it. I definitely enjoyed it.
Me too, buddy.
Me too.
So any final thoughts about the current state of collecting, grading, before we wrap this up here in the next few moments?
For me, it's going in the right direction for a collector that's not really worried about his portfolio going up or down. Of course, you don't want your cards to be zero, but the vintage and the players that matter, their cards are not going to drop so far anyway. But the ridiculousness of the COVID time seems to be coming to an end.
Yes.
So,
Just in time for the National, just in time for some potential buying opportunities.
Yep. And I mean, and with grading right now, that's only going to help because maybe some of the madness of sitting in 50 rookie cards of the case you just opened to get graded will stop or slow down a little bit. You can do whatever you want, but I think that's where the issue was in the backlog. But that's
the funny thing with the backlog. Like I would get that on occasion, like doing a reveal video back. You grading a $1 Bryce Harper card for your collection is what's causing the backlog. I'm like, hardly. I think it's the 25,000 Gavin Lux because he's the flavor of the week rookie card wise, which like I don't blame people, but I mean he's a good player, but has he been as good? Yeah, they're just the guys whose rookie years just fell at that wrong time, at least for card values.
right.
Do you think, and I know this is probably more than a 1 minute answer, but do you think there'll be more or less attendees at the National this year?
I think it's hard to say what the actual numbers will be. I think there's certainly going to be less people traveling. I would expect less, generally speaking, but especially with the way the economy's going, I mean, hey, maybe things reverse drastically in the next month. I doubt it. It's kind of more of a long-term thing. But there's certainly going to be far fewer people flying from California and, the western part of the United States, even the Midwest and such. But I do think there will be a lot of people attending from Philadelphia, from New York, New Jersey, even Maryland. People maybe just going and staying for one night, people going for day trips. I do think that'll happen. I think a lot of people, I mean, you can take the traded, like Philadelphia, you can take, if you live in Philadelphia or the surrounding suburbs, you can hop on your local train, take it down to Philadelphia, the main station down there, and take a train directly to Atlantic City. So it's doable for a day trip. So I do think you'll have a strong attendance, but is it going to have the hype of last year? Is it going to have as many people staying for 5 straight days? Absolutely not.
Right.
I actually think Sunday, I'm looking forward to Sunday, like to see what it's going to be like. Cause as someone who's fairly local, I mean, I could stay to the last minute Sunday and, still be home before too late. And I think there'll be some opportunities to pick up some cool stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, I
Excellent.
think Friday afternoon, Saturday as usual is going to be packed. But where you'll see the difference is Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So, and you'll get a crowd on Sunday morning too. People can't get there, but one day or something.
Right.
But as a pre-war collector right now with the Phillies stuff, I expect very little deals with that.
Right.
Vintage, I think picking up some commons, low-grade commons, I think there'll be potential for some good deals. The big-time rookie cards and such, I mean, maybe they'll be a little lower than last year, but not by much.
Right.
Ultra modern, some of the stuff from 2020, 2019, 2020, 2021, you may get some significant deals, and especially on like lower graded stuff, but we'll see.
Cool.
Yeah,
I wish I was going to be there, so you'll have to have I'll send you each $1,000 to spend. Treat you.
For us or for you?
For you.
No, don't do it. It'll be nothing but Larry Doby coming back to you.
No. Next, Chicago definitely in. I'm hoping for Cleveland in a couple of years.
Yeah.
We'll see. We should get some announcements. That's the other thing about the National, right? We look forward to going there to see each other and to hang out and to obviously buy some cards, pick up some cool stuff for the collection. But there's a lot of announcements. I'm sure there'll be announcements with Fanatics. I'm sure there'll be announcements with some of the grading companies. There's going to be all kinds of stuff. And the National itself should announce the next slate. They'll probably announce like the next 3-4 years. Because if you look on their website, I don't think they have anything on there beyond this year. I mean, obviously, we know Chicago next year, even though I don't know that it's officially official, but
I thought it was. I thought they announced it last year.
It might be. I really can't remember for sure, but last time I looked on their website, I didn't see anything listed.
But Sunday, they'll announce it, and I thought they announced it at the show.
Either way, I'm really interested to hear 2024. Will it go back to Cleveland? Will it end up back in Atlantic City? Will we get a new venue?
Right.
We'll see. It'll be interesting. Part of me would like to check out a new place. Part of me likes Atlantic City because it's local, but I also understand it's very difficult for most. And Cleveland, I enjoyed Cleveland overall. I thought, it's like a 7-hour drive or whatever it was. Not ideal, but somewhat easy. If you went in a group, it'd be cool. You go by yourself, it's boring as can be. That drive.
I went by myself. I had fun.
What about the drive?
Well, I flew, and
that's what I meant the drive. The drive is
Chicago. You're flying. I mean, Cleveland. You fly in. You're at your hotel in 5-10 minutes.
Oh yeah, that part's fine. Well, I like driving. There is an advantage to driving. You drive, you can leave whenever you want. You're not suckered into leaving at a certain time, and you have more opportunities to buy. I mean, back then I was buying more wax and things like that, and I'm like, how much room do I got in the trunk? Cool, I can buy more stuff.
Right.
A lot more fits in a trunk than fits in a backpack.
Yeah, I've left stuff in hotel rooms for the trip back. Not card stuff, but like
that's probably
that's a shirt anymore.
Socks.
You can always buy a new pack of socks.
I can always get another pair of socks at the Walmart.
Honestly, true story. Back, I was at the Super Bowl 40 in Detroit. Back, God, at this point, God knows how long ago was Super Bowl 40? What was this year? Like 50
something.
55, 56.
Either way, I remember buying a bunch of reduced priced like apparel and like, stuff in their stores. And I was like packing. I was like, well, I guess I'll get some new socks and underwear and clothes like you. I was like, get this stuff. Ain't coming home. No room. Anyway, Nina, Big Scott, I appreciate you guys joining me for this SGC reveal. Check out Nina S. Sometime she'll be on YouTube in the future. She did appear on Hobby Palooza. You can check out the episode you did with
Alex Bowman 53. Vintage is king? ?
And that is on the Bench Clear Media Networks channel. Big Scott 35. You can check him out. He's doing videos all the time. He has now become a regular doing live videos and is what's your run called?
Let's talk Road to the National.
Road to the National. Let's talk Road to the National. I believe I will be invited onto one of those episodes before that series ends. I was on some of his episodes in the past, and you might see him on my Hobby Palooza video. So check it out. That also will be on the Bench Clear Media Network, but also make sure you go over to the MikeO channel and check out some of my other videos as well. And of course, Big Scott 35. Nina, Scott, thank you for joining me. Appreciate everyone watching. Comment below. Let us know what you think. Try and not be too mean, especially to Scott. He's very sensitive. And, you know, he doesn't want to get yelled at too much for his takes on rookie cards. Thanks for watching. See ya.
Bye.